Hello, my lovelies. Why is my screen so dark? I have no idea. It says there's an update. Y'all guys are on the Chromebook today, not on my other new toy. I got to come turn this down because we know what's going to happen. How is everybody? It's Shop Small Saturday. So I have a video for y'all guys, and I guess I'm going to post it. I got to find some music to go over it. It's the video of me actually putting the tree together. We have an artificial tree. And so I did a whole time-lapse video of me putting it together, and it was quite fun. I like decorating with y'all. However, I like my music. I like to jam out and dance, and I get copyrights if I do that. So, yeah, I did the video. You can see I'm singing the whole entire time and dancing. It was a lot of fun. So I may post that. I may not post that. We're going to wait and see. So my tree is, I don't even know where the box is. One of my children have walked off with the box. My tree is probably 6 or 7 years old. I don't know how many branches are on, like branch tips are on my tree. I don't know. So this small tree, I got it from Walmart a couple years ago. There you go. And it has 2 sets of lights on it. It has a cool white and a warm white light on it. I did colored lights a couple years ago. Easy, I do push button. So the bottom obviously has a lot more lights on it than the top. Like it's a little thin in some spots, but we're going to fill that in. So there are 4 strands of lights. This is not a pre-lit tree. I put these on here myself. You'll see in the video where I was struggling to get it in there. But I take my lights and circle each branch. So the bottom of it and the base has one, and then there's the middle part. So this is a 3-part tree. I have lights on every single branch. There are 4 strands of lights on here. I have no idea how many lights I have. 2 sets of cool white and 2 sets of warm lights. So the tree skirt, if y'all can see it, is one I made. It's made out of like a satin with some burlap. It is made onto the tree. Like literally it's not going anywhere. I sewed it on. And then I have another tree skirt that I crocheted last year, and it hooks around. So we're going to do this last. But I have a ton of ornaments. I've got kids in weird places. So I've got this box. The blue tote has got Christmas decorations in it. The cardboard box is the ones I made. There's some bigger ornaments I bought, and then there's the ornaments behind me. So all of my Christmas stuff, I think, is in these 3 totes. We're going to find out. This year I'm going for an over-decorated tree. Like I said, I've got kids that are, well, Nick's out of town with one of the kids. And then I've got other kids that are out playing basketball. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to see if I can set y'all guys somewhere where y'all can see. And if my live gets cut off and I go in a hurry, I am working this weekend. So if for some reason we get disconnected in a hurry, that's what happened. Okay, I think I'm going to confiscate. I made it. It's mine. I can do it. Oh, look, there's a bar stool. My other toy works a whole lot better. But the battery just doesn't last as long. But I went in and did some updates and changed some stuff. So we'll see. So what's everybody doing this Saturday? If y'all have any questions while we're hanging out, I'll see if I can answer them for you. You're going to see most of the tree, and I'm just going to go back and forth. But let's see if I take y'all farther away. It takes me longer to read them. But hey. And it doesn't necessarily look that spaced out. I don't think. Because I don't have space right through here. Like this is individual singles. So we're going to start decorating and we're going to see what happens. Like I said, I've got 3 big totes to fill, and I have no idea where my Christmas Village stuff is. We're going to find out though. So we're going to go ahead and fill this in and see what happens. I need to grab a pair of scissors though. No, I don't. I got a pocket knife. We're good. So the kids also have some Christmas stuff in here. I think that box is Christmas ornaments, or the kids' Christmas ornaments. I went to my local, one of my other Dollar Trees that I like so good. And they have yarn and a ton of colors. So, and they're like the colors I like. This is not where I intended on this video going right this second. But they're like the prettiest colors. So we're going to make a mini spread out of that. But I was able to get ribbon, and I still have my fall stuff up because I haven't taken it down yet. I have no excuse. Lazy. That's what I'm doing. I'm being lazy. So we're going to take these bigger ornaments, and I'm literally going to stick them in the tree. I'm not going to actually hang them. I don't want them to be hung. All of my ornaments came from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General. I wanted like a lot of these, but I really didn't get them. I wanted them in different sizes. They didn't have any. Again, I've said several times, if you know you want a particular style, get it when you see it. So what I'm going to do with these is try to fill in some of the empty spaces. If y'all want to see the video, like I said, I'll post it in a little while. I just haven't found any music to go in it. I had to cut the music out. So my lights, though, go back really far in the tree. I like to have that full look. So, yeah, I try to space everything out so that it looks. Now, because of Maisley being back there, you can't really see. So I do decorate all around the tree, just not as heavy on the back side. And I really do need a new tree. I know I do. The boys were playing one year and fell into it. So it's a little hard. And I've looked at replacement trees and I'm just not happy. I haven't found one I like yet. So Nick wants colored lights. I want white lights. But this year I'm going for the overly decorated tree. And we'll see what happens. Sammy. No. I don't know who he's seeing something that I can't. In my last video, it looks like I've got issues where I keep turning around, hollering at him. All right. This is the other reason. I usually decorate this out in the middle of the floor. I don't know how this ribbon's going to go. I don't know that I have ever. We're just going to move the table. I don't know that I have ever put ribbon on a tree. Maybe years ago I put garland on it. Sammy, quiet. So I don't know what y'all have, but we have seasonal drivers for the mail. Like one person does a pickup, one person does a drop off. So he's seeing new mail carriers. Alexa, next. Having music. Alexa, skip. Is anybody else's device like not having it? Just mine. She doesn't listen very well today. This is the last one of the big ones I have. Sammy. Quiet. He needs a haircut. That would be a good video. How many of y'all want to see Sammy get a haircut? Quiet. I kind of like these. I know I'm going for the oversized tree, but I'm kind of liking this. So we've got some flowers, some picks. Again, I have children who have Christmas trees in here. A couple years ago, my niece, on my husband's side, their house was damaged in the storm. We had 2 trees. Her house was destroyed in a hurricane. And so my children donated their tree to her, and I bought them replacement trees. So this year, though, my kids are like, we don't want to put up Christmas trees. I got one who does, and the rest of them don't. And I'm okay. If they don't want to put up a Christmas tree, that's fine. We put up one in the kitchen. So this stuff looks like it's all my Christmas village. Which is what I thought. So that's cool. I don't know where my Christmas village is going yet. But I do have in this box a couple ornaments in here. So I'm hoping to have all this done before Nick gets back. He's working out of town. He left yesterday. I'm questioning myself. He left yesterday. So they should be back sometime tomorrow. I have no idea. We didn't ask. I packed this bag. Sent him on his way. So I made some salt dough ornaments. And some of these I'm like, in this box, I've never used. So we're going to see. I try to just go around. I've not done the over decorative tree yet either. I kept saying that's too much. That's too much. But I don't know. This year I'm feeling it. So we're going to go for it. I will say this. And then there was a child calling for check-in. Hold, please. Yes, sir. Hey, boo. Okay. Y'all, you've got one more 30-minute check-in, and then you have to check in person. All right. Love you. All right. Bye. There's a charger right here for my convenience. Sammy. Everybody's out riding. Okay, so this was a tradition we started a couple years ago. Y'all see this? It's a pickle. We saw it at the Dollar Tree. And supposedly it's a German tradition. You hang the pickle on the tree. Whoever finds it first gets to open their presents first. Well, my stepdad served in the military. He was in Germany for a while. So we bought it being like, thought it would be a tradition. He would be like, oh, cool, and jump on board with. He'd never heard of it. So we continue to do it. But the pickle doesn't go on the tree until Christmas Eve. And my kids are older now, so they don't get as excited by it as you would probably expect them to. Alexa, skip. I think I'm just going to switch. Yeah, she's not getting it. Alexa, stop. This is what we're going to do. We're going to change devices. because this one over here needs a break. I don't know what's gotten into her today. I don't think she recovered very well from Thanksgiving. I used it for a timer, and after that, she just hadn't got it together very well. So, we'll use the big device that I love so good. And then I can change it to whatever I want. And it's probably going to be loud when it comes on. I apologize. But that's part of it. So, how many of you did Black Friday shopping? I did not.
Right now, only one person can listen at a time. Return to Pandora to keep listening.
Do you see this? Let me listen. I'm the one that pays the bill. That's probably my child that's listening to it. Okay. So we did not do Black Friday shopping. I'm not opposed to it. I have no reason to go out and do Black Friday shopping anymore. I didn't even see any ads for it. Let's see. So I did a thyroid tree several years ago. And my thyroid tree was after I had my thyroid removed. And those ornaments were ruined, unfortunately, by the flood. We had to start over. So I have this theme going, which is like rustic. I actually had Nick get me a pallet a couple years ago, and the Christmas tree sat on like a fresh, brand new pallet. It was amazing. It looked really cool. I think this tree, I'm 5'3", so it's supposed to be, I'm assuming, a 6-foot tree when you extend it all the way out. So it fits well in the space. We've had a huge, large tree in one of our houses that we could accommodate it, and then we bought this one when we stayed. Matter of fact, in the property behind us, because our other tree was too big, it didn't fit. And I think honestly, I paid $20 for this tree. It was several years ago, but I'm right positive I only paid like $20 for it. And when I go get the box, I'll see what the branch count is on it. See how many branch tips there are. Like I said, it's getting older. The boys were fighting. They fell on it. They've messed it up. But I kind of like some of my ornaments to be touching. But I found that with the older trees, like this one's getting some age on it, picks are a really good way. Floral picks. They cover up a lot of the spots that are bare. And this year I'm also got some ribbon, so we can kind of cover in some of those spots as well with the ribbon that they need to be done. But most of all of my ornaments, save a few, have been from the Dollar Tree or Dollar General. Like these, I hang because it's an ornament, but then they sit. I also have a couple picks. They're not picks, they're birds that they rest on there. But it just depends on where they go. And I don't really have a particular, it's kind of filling the spaces. A lot of my ornaments are bigger, so I put them wherever they fit. I don't necessarily want expensive ornaments. We also lost all of the kids. No, they're not. I'm the only one listening to Pandora. Please stop. we had a building that flooded, and so we lost a lot of the kids' ornaments that they made by hand. Now, some of these ornaments I have duplicates of. Some of them I don't. If I have duplicates, I put them all the way around. If I have like one or two of a design, then I try to put them front and center. And I always put like the bigger ones, like this one back here is covering up like the power box for one of the lights. And then these I love. These are the ones I made. And these were just made with cookie cutters. And our Christmas stuff is stored in the house in the bottom of one of the kids' closets. So I made this 5 years ago, 5-6 years ago. Every once in a while, I might have to throw one of them away, but they've not molded. It was a salt dough recipe, and then we put cinnamon in it, so they smelled good. They don't smell anymore, but we have the candy cane, a bell, a star, a snowman, and a stocking. So that's what most of my ornaments are the salt dough. And there's like, I think one that has like our initials on it. But the rest of them are just left plain. And a star. We got a star too. Since I don't have any babies in the house, I can decorate as high or as low as I like to go. I had my sugar baby over here a couple years ago, so we had to kind of be strategic in placing ornaments. Yeah, this is one of them that has our initials on it. But there's not a lot of writing on most of them. I think that's from my Christmas I did where I did a lot of personalized stuff. And then one of the kids made these. So we're going to see. There is a system to this as far as how they go. I try to put some ornaments on places to fill them in based on what the tree looks like it needs to fill in spaces. Star always goes on last. I have no idea. Oh, gracious. Well, this is going to be fun. I kind of add on to it every year. So my topper is pine cones. It came from Big Lots. And then somehow I managed to get lights into it last year to light it up. So I have a whole box of ornaments here. So we're just going to keep going and see what we get. See where we get. And when, oops, I think that may have been glued. Maybe not, but I think it was. Oh well, we're going to keep going. I got a whole, like I said, I literally have a whole box. I found some glue sticks in there. That's part of the whole thing is singing and dancing and having a good time. And I love hanging out with y'all guys. But them stupid copyrights catch me. Because I got to have some music going. I'm sure y'all decorate too. And sing or whatever. There's got to be something. I mean, who would do this without singing? Or dancing? Usually I would have a glass of wine. Not today because I'm on call. But usually I'd have a glass of wine. But we're just going to have the tree done. I'm going to try to get most of the Christmas stuff done before the boys get back. and see how that goes. My husband will sit around and look at the tree, but he's not a fan of all of it. So I just can't find the music today that makes me happy. I don't know. This is a good one though. This is one of those that you can't help but dance to. He worked so hard to get the yard clean too. And then we had a huge rainstorm last night, or night before last. Where he's at, it's 80 degrees and sunny. So who does the decorating at y'all's house? The kids, the wife, the husband, the partner? Growing up, my dad did all the decorating, a lot of the decorating. On video, it looks like the bottom of my tree is like completely covered in lights and the top is not. My OCD wants to take it all apart and do it again, but I promise y'all, in real life, it doesn't look like that. On camera, it looks really bad. Like the whole bottom had a party and forgot the top existed. What in the world? There's lights up there. Okay, we're going to cut the lights off. I'm going to cut the lights off because I'm getting distracted. I don't think it looks that bad in life. We cut our lights on the whole time and we let them go. If we're home, the lights are on. But I don't know what's up with that. But we're going to decorate with the lights off. I'm tired of bending over to pick up ornaments every 5 seconds. So, bird. I think I only have like 3 birds. I don't have a lot of those. I think your tree should look good whether the lights are on or off. So I think you should decorate with them on and you should decorate with them off from time to time. Unless, your house, y'all do y'all. I've said that a million times. I want him to go right here. Y'all do whatever makes y'all happy. I got a friend of mine who refuses to put a tree up. Why? Because I think she's crazy. But she works. It's just her. And she doesn't want to put a tree up for just her. Personally, for me, coming home in the afternoon, we put our tree in the kitchen. We have a fireplace. And we have a den. So we have a front room where we hang out. And then the kids hang out in the other room. So we don't necessarily, the kitchen is like mutual ground. It can be seen, from both places. So that's one reason why we put it in the kitchen so that everybody can see it. But we do use the fireplace quite often. And so when we use the fireplace, it puts, you can't have the tree in there. Now, when me and Nick first got together, we did have a live tree because we didn't have storage. It was easier to store a little bit of ornaments and get a tree. And the trees were like $20 live. So when we came across this deal, on this one, I bought it. And it's been a great tree. I miss my big one from time to time, but when it comes to fluffing it and decorating it, I'm good. I love this one. It took me 45 minutes to put this tree up and get the lights on it. It took me about 10 minutes to actually get the tree up. The rest of it, the other 40 minutes, was spent putting lights on. So One small side conversation with the kids that you can see me measuring the tree, but nope, that doesn't go there. It goes down there. Yeah, we've had this. I keep adding to this tree to get to the over decorated tree. And then this year's probably going to be the year I try it. And if I can get I don't know, I guess it's all about space and size. We'll see. We'll see what happens to it. Like I said, I do put some ornaments around the back, but not a whole lot because it goes up against the wall. But I don't want it to be a bare tree when the lights are on that you see from outside. We do hang out a good bit in the backyard. So I'd hate for somebody to see a nothing. I didn't realize how many ornaments I had. Oh, one of the clips is missing off my bird. He'll just have to sit somewhere. Oh, there's already a bird around here. Everything's got a place. You just got to find it. So we're going to take the kids to do the Christmas lights. I'm excited about it. We're going to go and we got Christmas lights coming up and dinner the kids are excited about. I've got to call and make our reservations, and that'll depend on which one we actually do. One of the places is a drive-through, so I don't think they're going to be affected too much with the social distancing. It's also in a different state, so their state laws are a little bit different than ours. And then the other one is in the state that we live in, so we have to adhere to those guidelines. And that is a completely outside event that we do all the walking around for. So we're going to see what the kids want to do. I got to check the weather again because one of them is rain or shine. So if I pay for us to do it, it doesn't matter rain or shine. We're still going to be walking in the rain to see the lights. And that's not going to be fun. We've done it before, but it's not the most fun we've ever done. So I think I'm going to change styles of music and we'll see what we get. That'll work right this second. Almost. I can see the bottom of my toe. So we're getting closer than what we were. Again, I bought some of these at different times in life. And then I get to remember and I've got like one or two and I'm looking for one. I haven't seen it in the tote. I'm hoping it didn't get broken. What's y'all's favorite Christmas ornament? So you've got a favorite. Whether if it was given to you, if you made it, if it was bought. Everybody always has a favorite Christmas ornament. What's your favorite ornament? Mine was actually made from a lady at our church. And I haven't seen it yet, which is why I'm wondering if it's even in the box. Or if it was broken. I hope not. I hope not. But we'll see. I should have found it by now. So we're going to find out. Oh, I found some knitting needles. Oh. No, I thought I saw it for a split second. I got happy. And then, I've got some, I see this every year. And then I forget about it. Y'all are going to probably think I'm crazy. You probably already think I'm crazy. I'll show it to you. Let me, these go on spontaneously and they come off spontaneously. I just put them in wherever they fit. I don't do all of one kind. When I buy them, I purposely buy odd numbers so that they fill in spaces better. Oh, I can't get to what I was going to show y'all. But here's a project I started. So a couple years ago, I did handmade Christmas. This is one of my handmade Christmas projects this one was an absolute fail. So I got the glasses at the Dollar Tree, and then I made candles, and they were like melted the crayons to do it. It was a lot of fun. However, these wicks are not wax coated and they don't work very well. But I also, that being said, I have 75 yards of braided wicks for candles. I should probably just use this to crochet something. But what I was going to show y'all, let me dig out some more ornaments. I'm just going to put them on the box so that I don't forget them. Here we go. I made a handmade Christmas for everybody. This is a lip balm base that I bought, and I made chapstick. I bought the containers, I bought the flavorings, and I did like peppermint. So when my kids are running around here going, Mom, I need chapstick, I'm like, there's a pound of it somewhere. I have to find it. It doesn't smell like anything. And it is shea and cocoa butter. So it's 14 ounces, almost 16 ounces. So when I get this out in Christmas, I keep it and then I melt it into their chapstick containers that last for a little while. So we're going to leave this out. I do it at Christmas. I scoop it out, melt it, and refill their chapstick containers. I paid $13 for this, and it's got 14 ounces in it. So I don't know how much is usually in a container, but this is what we do at Christmas. And in my handmade Christmas, we did oatmeal vanilla soap. And this soap was nice. I do have to admit, I like this soap. And I've used almost all of it. And it smells really nice. I've used like all the additives. I have the molds. And then all I have is a shea butter base. So the kids do this. And every once in a while they do this. So we kind of leave this out optional if they want to. I like doing the handmade stuff. I think it's really fun. So I've got part of my John Deere collection in this container as well. So I'm digging around my John Deere stuff. Yeah, I've got where I started making a couple candles and I just didn't finish. Oh, here's some of the soap. It's like I forget every year what's in here. Let me see if I can dig it out and I'll show y'all guys. Y'all, this song makes me want to cry. Lost an ornament. So we've got digging stuff out because I can't remember. I only look at this stuff once a year. It's literally buried in the bottom of this tote. Okay, I got it. So this is the coloring that makes it yellow for the soap. They're in here so they stay upright. This is the vanilla fragrance you put in the soap. And then at the Dollar Tree, you can get this. So the candles I made were vanilla. And then this is the additive for the soap that makes it like an exfoliant. But this is the wire. You can get this at the Dollar Tree. And it reminds me of solder. It's very easily you can bend it really easy. This is what I use for the Elf on the Shelf to make him bend. I'm also going to save a piece of this. I'm going to save this and make a frame of this to put in our gnome hat. And that way we can move his hat. So I'm going to leave this out. I knew I had some in red. I just couldn't remember what I did with it. And then our totes are pretty much rotate. So this is our Christmas tote, but all of my Thanksgiving stuff will go back into this tote and get rotated around because that's just the way I work. So even though it's a designated Christmas tote, it won't be used solely for that. It'll get rotated around with the rest of our stuff. Like Easter, they all have one. So, yeah, I wanted to take the kids to the beach yesterday. There was no parking spots. It's crazy, crazy ridiculous. So, then I was going to take them down here locally and let them go play football. And we loaded up, and no sooner than we got loaded up, it started raining. And I was like, well, I told them tomorrow we would get up and we would get dressed up and we would go out to breakfast. They've done really well with the whole quarantine. Now, I know this looks like trash, and I'm sure that some of y'all would just throw this away. It's going on the tree because when the light hits it, it's going to be pretty. I mean, there's already ones on the picks. They're just not attached. So we're just going to stick it somewhere. You're probably not even going to know it's there to begin with. We're almost finished with this. This needs a pine cone. This needs a something. Got a hole right there. That could be a good spot for a flower. Then we're going to get to playing in this ribbon, figure out where this ribbon goes. Again, if you buy the bigger ornaments, you have, if you have the appropriate tree, like my tree is older, they got some saggy limbs on it, and that's okay. These bigger ornaments fill in those spots, and you don't even see it. Go to the Dollar Tree, get the bigger ornaments, and then while you're there, you can pick up these little ones. I got these at Dollar General. They fill in spaces. They work great for filling in spaces. So like this one, these are amazing for. Do I live in the mountains? No, I don't. But I love this theme. I think it's really nice. It works well with my house. I do not have a mountain themed house. I don't have I have beach colors in my house. because I live at the beach, but I did not go out there and go crazy with the beach stuff like some people do. I don't have dolphins and seagulls and pelicans. I like teal. It complements very well with the color scheme. Like in my kitchen is teal. I've had a valance that was up here that I made forever, and I took it down and put up these little curtains that I bought last week. And they work well in the space because we have all these windows into the backyard. So I like it. But the couch in our room and our front room is floral. The kids have kind of a beach themed couch. It's a blue and white. But again, we have burgundy carpet. So that's what was here when we got here. That's probably what will be here when we leave. Whenever that may be. Not anytime soon because I don't like moving. I'm happy to stay. I was actually raised in this house. On this property. There was another house here when I was little. So I'm content to stay. Not many people can say that. My room is still the same color it was when I painted it. Oh no, I dropped an ornament. Now we don't use any glass ornaments because of the sugar baby. But she's not a sugar baby anymore. But we don't have a lot of family that visits with small kids. I got a couple really great friends. I just broke a snowman. I guess I do have breakable ornaments. But again, they're old. It happens. So this one's going to get trashed. But I have a friend of mine who has a smaller kid. So kids are back. All right, where's everybody at? I want to see you in person.
Right there.
Right where?
Are you making a video?
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, Joey, go there.
All right. I see Joey. Where's Julie?
On the bed.
Okay.
All right, love you, Mom.
Love you.
Hi, video.
We got 30 minutes and then check in. We're not free range parents, but they do have to check in. The trick will be when next time he calls, I'll tell him it has to be 15. We don't tell them the same time consistently. And then they always have to check in person every once in a while. And then I'm missing one. I might take a golf cart ride later. I hadn't done that in a while. I took one the other day. I didn't sleep the best last night. Cameron went to bed super early because he was up late the night before. So I was worried he was going to get up. He was on the couch. He was up watching Duck Dynasty the night before. He was up so late. Then he was like, I switched from Duck Dynasty and started watching The Last Man Standing. Apparently he wasn't happy with himself when he went to bed. But most of my ornaments on my tree, we don't do a lot of gifts under the tree. Whatever we put under there now, we usually give our kids monetary gifts. So we do ask them every year what they would like. Usually they say they want money. Now, a lot of people aren't happy about, but the deal is if they do indeed get money, we have rules. So if they were going to get gifts, we would only spend so much money on their gifts. If they decide they want money, the money amount doesn't matter. It doesn't change. So regardless of if they want gifts or if they want money, it's the same monetary value. So we can either spend the money on them for their gifts, or we can give them the money and then they can get the gifts themselves. So if they opt to take the money, which they have for the past several years, that's entirely fine. What we do is each person is allowed to pick a store, and we go to those stores, we go out to eat, and there is stipulations on what they can and cannot buy. So if we go out and we go to dinner or breakfast, whatever, we usually eat breakfast here at home, and so we eat out for lunch. They have to dress up, they have to be presentable for the event, and they don't have to be dressed out to the nines, but they have to wear a nice pair of pants, a nice shirt, jacket, those type things. They're responsible for handling their own money, so they know how much money they have to spend, and whatever store they dictate before we leave the house, they're not allowed to change it. Now, we don't count two stores in their list of options. Each person is allowed to pick a store, and so we have four kids, they can go to four different stores. Books a Million is always on the list, and the Goodwill is always on a list. We always go to the bookstore, we always go to Goodwill. The other stipulation to that is they have to buy themselves at least one outfit to wear out in public and one set of PJs. The only other stipulations that we put on, they have to buy a book as well. It can be part of a series, it can be an individual book, but they have to find a non electronic form of entertainment. They have to have clothes to wear, and they have to buy something that is age appropriate for them. So they're not allowed to go out and spend it on junk that they're never going to use. I understand it's their money, I understand that it's gifted, but it has to be age appropriate. So all of my kids are 12 or older, so they usually can pretty much buy now whatever it is they would like. They have their own golf cart, so if they want to buy accessories for that, that's fine. If we have BB guns here, so we usually buy ammo for that. That's a family event, so they're not allowed to buy the equivalent of firearms in BB fashion. They're not old enough to own one legally, so we don't have to worry about that. We postponed electronics. They all have electronics now, so if they want to buy a smartwatch, they're more than welcome to do that as well. But those are our stipulations for Christmas. Now, if they didn't take the money option and they want gifts instead, they're still going to get a book, they're still going to get clothes, they're still going to get PJs with the same amount of money that we're giving them. We're just buying it for them, and then they pick whatever else it is they're after. So that's how we do our Christmas around here. We go to the big city, one of the big cities, and we take them shopping. And it is a long, tiring day. They can pick different stores. So if they want to go to Walmart, we go to Walmart. If the second kid wants to go to GameStop, we go to GameStop. If the third kid wants to go to Dick's Sporting Goods, we go to Dick's Sporting Goods. And then say my fourth child wants to go to Walmart. but Walmart's already on the list for another kid, then they're allowed to pick a different location. So it's kind of a bonding moment too. The kids go in and figure out, who wants to go where so they get the most on their options. They plan it out that way. And usually I take the kids by myself on a Saturday. Sometimes Nick can go, or we go on a Sunday if Nick wants to go. If Nick doesn't want to go, then I take the kids by myself. I let them choose which vehicle we take. If we're going to take the big SUV, the Bird Slayer, or if we take the little Chinese car, Lucy Lou, it's up to them entirely, whichever one they prefer. So these are Christmas tree toppers. I'm not going to put them in the Christmas tree on top anyway. They're going in there, but I don't know where they're going to go. So I'm going to put these in. And I'm thinking they're going to be a pretty good filler. Like, kind of like the pigs. They're just going to go in weird places. So as of right now, I don't think I have the overly decorative tree that I was worried. Oh, this might work. We're going to stick it upside down, because I just want it to be in there. Again, this is one of those items that I bought, like, not a ton, but, oh yeah. So let's do it this way. This will sit on here and fill in a space. Awesome. I'm learning that I can get stuff for different purposes. I have to look outside of the box. So let's get some picks in. Ribbon or picks? What are we doing first? Ribbon or picks? Somebody talk to me. I'm opening the ribbon because nobody's talking. Let's see. How's this going to go? Are we going around or are we going down? Somebody tell me. Somebody tell me what we're doing. Or not. You are leaving me to my own demise. It's not the best option. Oh boy. Let's see. Maybe the ribbon should have went first. Oh, now we have to dodge ornaments. Oh, guys. I don't know about this. I think I need some Pinterest, something. This is going on here. All right. Hold on. The cord doesn't reach. Let's see. Let's go to Pinterest and see if we can find something. I want some ideas for decorating with ribbon. Ribbon on Christmas tree. I love it when Pinterest is like, yes, that's what you want. We could make a behind load of bows. Oh, that I don't like. I don't like that either. 3 easy ways. Yes, we need easy. How to put ribbon on a Christmas tree. We should not need a video for this. Yet here we are. Nope, that's not it. That's even worse. That's even worse. Twist and tuck. Hey, wait. That's not bad. That's not bad. A simple hack when adding ribbon to a tree. She doesn't have ornaments on her tree. She put the ribbon on first. Guys, I really don't want to. It's bad enough that I don't want to have to take the lights off the tree to make it look good. All right, screw it. We've gotten this far. We're just going to figure it out. First, we're going to figure where the scissors are. Sammy, no. We've got more ribbon. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to think about this wisely is what we're going to do. I'm thinking I need to measure my gnome hat first. I got a plan. Again, may not be the best one I ever had. Oh, wait. Recycle. We're going to use these. This is what we're going to do. Sammy, stop barking. Be quiet, dog. He's not going to listen. Okay. We're going to undo this. We're going to lay this out. We're going to cut it. Got a plan. Wait, I got some gold too. Hold on. Got a plan. Where is the gold? Where is it? Okay. I don't know where the gold is. I got some pretty gold, but I don't know where it is. So I have 3 rolls. Like, I have a roll of, see this silver? I have a roll in gold. I don't know where it is. But I bought 3 rolls of the buffalo check. So what we're going to do is we're going to pair each one of them up to make dovetails. We're going to make them like stringers. And we're going to stick them in there and see what happens. And then we'll figure out that in a minute. Like, I got a plan. This is why I love hanging out with y'all. So we're going to do an arm. Yeah, an arm. Wait, this says, oh, they're both 9 foot. Okay. Got it. Are my scissors made for cutting this? No. They're not. But we're doing it. Okay. So here's the silver. And it's okay if they're not exact. Because who wants exact? Nobody. I'm working. My OCD is working on me not having OCD on purpose. Let me tell you how that works. My new OCD obsession is to making it look imperfect. Because why? I don't know. In my brain, it's got a plan. So we're going to make dovetails. We take this, and we're going to fold it in half. And then, while it's folded in half with the bendy side at the top and the flat end at the bottom, we're going to cut it on an angle like this. Ooh, and we're going to make a mess all over the floor. And then it makes dovetails. I think these are pretty. You can make them as long or as dramatic as you like. Right second, I'm just making a big mess in the floor with them. So we have this. We're going to do this to this side as well. And unfold this. These scissors ain't going to be worth a crap when I'm done. I'm going to do this to this side. And then I really feel like I need another pair of scissors. Hold on. Stop working. Be nice to the neighbors. Whether you like them or not. Be nice. It costs 0 to be kind. I tell everybody that, and then the dog doesn't even listen. Okay. Y'all got my plan? Have you figured out my plan yet? Probably not, because I didn't tell you. All right, here we go. So we're going to alternate this. The silver is a little bit bigger than the red one. So some of these, I'm going to put the silver on top. And some of these, I'm going to put the silver on the bottom. We're going to pinch them together like this. Is what we're going to do. And I'm going to kind of attempt to mash the silver so that it's not as wide as the red one is. Okay, so here's one. Now I can put it on there like this, or I can cut another red and gold one that's half an arm. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. And then we'll just, yeah. This is how my decorating always goes. Always. So we're alternate. Then we'll have like the long in the gold and the silver one will be short. Yep. Got a plan. So here we go. We're going to take this. We're going to try to cut these hopefully all at once. So I want, oh, that didn't work. It came off in a mess. So I want half an arm. I do have a friend who does, she can measure. So she worked at a rope factory. She knows her measurement. She's got her, like, her arms is one thing. Her, like, all the way at, yeah. Now, I can walk off a space and get pretty daggone close because I'm lazy. I don't want to go to the truck to get a tape measure. We were working on a lady's house hanging up dryer vent pipe, which is not something plumbers usually do. But we were doing it for this lady. And I told her how big it was, walked off the space, and she was like, no. She went and got the tape measure. She didn't believe me. Dead on, honey, dead on. All right, here's our short one. So, of course, it needs a little bit of fluffing, but that's okay. So we're going to take the silver and the gold. We're going to do it this way. We're going to actually off-center them so they look like an X. And then we're going to do it this way. We're going to recycle the clips that were holding the little stars on. This is not how I saw this going when I bought it. I will not lie to y'all. Did not see it going this way. Then we're just going to fluff these around a little bit to fill in space. The way we want it to go. It still doesn't look that pretty, but we're going to stick it in the tree. Stuck it in the tree. We're going to stick it in the tree and see what we get. So let's do this one. We want it to be now. I'm not going to sit here and fix every single one of these exactly because it would take me hours to do. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do a couple of these to show you how to do it. Put a couple picks in, and then I'll probably come back. Actually, I'm going to do that now. So I'm going to show y'all. I showed y'all how I started it, and I'll show you what it looks like over here. Adjust camera. There you go. So I'm going to go ahead and end this live. I'm going to put the pics in and go ahead and get this going. I'm going to wrap up all my Thanksgiving stuff, get it put up, and then I'll come back with a part 2, and then we'll go around the house and put out all the Christmas stuff, and I'll show y'all the tree when it's all done. Got glitter on my keyboard. Bye, guys.